because she came from such a large family and her father had died, I know that she used to say to me that she'd have to take care of the washing for the family.
As a child?
As a child, as young as 9, starting at 9. So Monday would be wash day, and maybe it wasn't wash day, because she talked about having to bleach things as well. And then she referred to diwrnod stilo, which was ironing day. And so it was taken up the majority of her week, really. Because I guess they had to gather that she probably had to gather the water and boil it in great big pots and things somewhere out of doors. Oh, look at that great big bumblebee! Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, that would be on the camera. Wow. Yeah, because in Lower Town, where it was the Dinas Arms, it was called, in Lower Town, Fishguard. And so she did used to say, oh, that's where I did the washing, round there, and it was like a little walled area. So I presume that she had to boil the water, and if they wore a lot of white clothes, there'd be the starching she mentioned as well, needing to starch in preparation for the ironing, diwrnod stilo, and it was a diwrnod, a whole day, a diwrnod stilo, whole day, a day, ironing day. Gracious. Yeah. We know nothing. Yeah. And oh gosh, so I can only imagine that she that was it. That was the end of her schooling by then. It was second eldest daughter. It was her responsibility to have certain jobs in the house, so her own mother then could concentrate on bringing money in for the family with looking after the pub. Yeah. And my granddad, he was a carpenter, and he was brought up in Llanachar. His dad was in the mill. They never talked about milling, so I'm not sure who did the milling, but somebody would have done if it was the mill in Llanachar. His dad was also a house builder. He was a mason. So and my granddad, I suppose, being a carpenter, when he was a little boy, somebody in the family must have shown him those skills, because they would have learnt everything handed down, from like work experience, and these skills handed down from their own parents or uncles or family. Yeah. So I do remember I was shown certain places in Fishguard where places that my granddad would have built. Yeah. That's quite incredible. I love going back to visit them still, walking past and these places and think, oh gosh. Somebody's taking care, building with local stone as well. Building these homes for us, for their families to live in. They did keep them in the family as well, my grandparents. So my grandfather's father, my great-granddad, did this house building in a part of Fishguard. And they were kept in the family because there was like a cousin living next door, and they went to live in the house next door then when they were retired. Yeah. I enjoyed going to Llanachar, and there was a little lady we used to go and visit, again, an old aunt-in-law of my granddad's, and we'd go and visit her. She was blind, and I remember going to visit her, and it was a really, really dark house. It was a couple of doors up from the mill in Llanachar, and she'd be sat there in pitch darkness. Well, of course, because it wouldn't have made any difference to her being blind. And I just remember this really, really dark house and this Welsh settle that was there. You know, she'd be there, but she did have a newspaper on the table, but it wasn't anything that I could understand because it was in Braille. Would that be right? Would they have done newspapers in Braille, or is this just something I was told as a child? Do you know, I don't know now. Because when I think about it logically, how couldn't you punch paper 50 years ago, or whatever, however many years ago, that somebody would be able to... I don't know if they did Braille newspapers 50 years ago, so this is something I want to look into now.